You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, GH fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got a very special November Sweeps prediction edition because we are just about to step into November. So I looked at sweep spoilers and current storylines and plots and all that stuff. And that's where I jump off of for my prediction. This time in this prediction edition, I'm looking a bit further ahead than my usual weekly predictions. But I was asked to do this by a loyal listener here. And so I decided to go for it. I told you guys, I read your comments and I do. I can't do every special request that I get, but I'll always do as many as I can. I get very inspired from your comments, so definitely keep dropping them. All right, please subscribe if you haven't already. And now let's jump in. We've got 5 predictions to talk about. The first, Nina Reeves is outed by Ned Quartermaine. Eddie Main is gone. Well, November Sweeps is here. And I mentioned to you guys in the past that I thought the reveal of Nina and the SEC would be pushed to Sweeps. And lo and behold, it happened that way. But she was only partially exposed because Michael Corinthos wimped out and didn't tell his dad. Instead, he went straight to Nina and started blackmailing her. So now we've got a little more than 20 days of November Sweeps. It ends on the 22nd of the month, and I suspect Nina will get a much larger comeuppance before the month is out. But I think it's going to come from the mouth of Ned Quartermaine, whose memories will come back. Already, Eddie is having some breakthrough memories of Ned's while he's sleeping. I expect that pretty soon he's going to get all his memories back, including what happened the day that he cracked his head beside the pool. And he's not going to hold back for a second, not like Michael did, because, Michael did it out of love for Sonny. Ned doesn't give a crap about Sonny. I expect Ned to make a beeline for Nina and bust her out, possibly right in front of Sonny. Of course, she'll try and lie and deny, but that won't last. All Sonny really has to do is just ask her lawyer, Martin Gray, and he will roll over and confess out of fear. And then it's all over for Nina. And I think it's happening soon. My second prediction is that Drew Cain gets out of prison, but could still be marked for death. So Drew was just sent back to prison, and he's currently in solitary confinement because he was attacked by other prisoners. But we all know as long as he's still in Pentonville, he remains at risk of his life. The evil warden had him marked for death on somebody's orders. For some strange reason, I don't feel like it was Cyrus that tried to have him killed. Otherwise, Cyrus would have just left Drew bleeding out on the shower floor and walked the other way. Just let him die, right? Instead, I feel like the dirty warden, who's of course gone now, might have been on more than one payroll. I think, we know she was bribed by Cyrus, but I think she was bribed by somebody else to have the guards look the other way during the attack. And I think whoever paid her was the same person that influenced Judge Kim to send Drew to Pentonville to start with on that harsher sentence. For that reason, I suspect that even when Drew makes it out of prison, he may not be safe. He and Carly Spencer will probably think he is and relax and may think that the danger was only there behind bars. But I think there's a more sinister plan afoot with somebody unknown moving the chess pieces, and we don't know who they are yet. All right, my third prediction, Joss's new study buddy makes Dex feel like crap. Josslyn Jacks has been spending a lot of time studying organic chemistry with her pal Adam, of course, who is played by Maurice Benard's son, that is Joshua Benard. So if you have never taken it, organic chemistry is supposedly one of the hardest classes in the pre-med roster. I never took it because I was never trying to go to medical school, but I've heard nightmares about it from friends that did. So it's quite certain that Dex Heller is not equipped to help her study for that very rigorous class. But Adam seems to be throwing shade at the fact that Joss is dating a guy with no college education who is strictly blue collar, and he doesn't even know, but he might suspect that Dex is essentially a mobster by trade. I suspect that Adam might start dropping some sly comments in front of Dex to let him know he does not think he's worthy to be with Joss, and that she should be with someone who has an education and a future, not some guy who runs around doing errands for her former stepfather, who is a known gangster. And I think this could cause problems for Josslyn and Dex's future because he might decide that Adam's right. And he's not the type of guy that she should end up with. Dex might even try and break up with Josslyn, thinking he's doing the right thing by letting her go. But like her stubborn mama Carly, I do not think Joss will let him get away. All right, my fourth prediction. Valentine goes way too far shielding Charlotte. We've got more action the next 2 weeks for brainwashed Charlotte Cassadine and her daddy Valentine, who is covering for her. This week, it seems Anna Devane finds a new apartment to move into, and it seems like a safe place to her, but it is far from it because Charlotte will know exactly where she is because she'll probably overhear Anna and Valentine talking, something like that. Spoilers for Thursday, November 2nd. Say Charlotte has a mission to carry out, and the following day on Friday the 3rd, Valentine is alarmed, and then things get so much worse from there. Next week on Monday, November 6th, Valentine is horrified and Anna is too. So it definitely sounds like Charlotte has done something else to Anna. Perhaps she went in and trashed her new apartment where she was hoping to feel safe. The next day on the 7th, Sonny comforts a devastated Anna. And then on the 9th, Valentine treads carefully and Anna is blindsided on November 10th. So I really hope that Anna being blindsided, is not about something else that Charlotte did to her, but that it's about Valentine finally coming clean to the love of his life, that his daughter is the one tormenting her. Bottom line, he already let it go on way, way too long, and his relationship is likely doomed because of that. It is understandable that he wants to protect his daughter, but she needs help because there is something wrong with her, and he's not doing anybody any favors by not taking care of this. I suspect we might see the end of Vanna before November sweeps is over, although it kills me to say that. Absolutely kills me because I ship Anna and Valentine really hard, but it just feels like the writing is on the wall for them. I mean, a parent should choose their child over their girlfriend or boyfriend, definitely. But in this case, I feel like Valentine is doing Charlotte a misservice by not addressing this head on and getting her some help. My final November sweeps prediction is that Cyrus versus Sonny explodes into a war. Things are about to get really heated in Port Charles now that Cyrus Renault is out of Pentonville, thanks to lies from that dirty warden and Dr. Gatlin Holt. Nonetheless, he is on the loose, and Cyrus is far from being on the straight and narrow as he promised to everyone that will listen to him for more than 30 seconds. I know that many prisoners find religion behind bars, but I think Cyrus is using religion as an excuse, or maybe he sees himself as some twisted sort of instrument of God's wrath. I don't even know. He is clearly batcrap crazy. I don't even know what to say about it, but to hear him giving sermons while plotting horrible things is just diabolical and awful. And now Sonny Corinthos knows that Cyrus is the one who has been using Mason and Austin to do his dirty work. He may even suspect that Cyrus had Drew attacked in prison, although, as I said before a few minutes ago, I don't think that's true. But, facts never stop Sonny from making assumptions. And really, Cyrus has done so many other awful things. I don't care if he's blamed for the attack on Drew. So next Wednesday, November 8th, Sonny shares some shocking info with Ava, and I think he's going to let her know that Austin and Mason are both minions of Cyrus, and that was who was the mastermind behind her kidnapping. So now she'll know who is running the hillbilly Pawtuck Mafia. I'm still interested to see if Mason makes it out of the hospital alive. TJ stopped Austin from killing him, but if Cyrus thinks Mason is about to start talking to the cops, even if he's only throwing Austin under the bus, I think Cyrus will finish him or send somebody to finish him. And of course, Sonny knows that Mason kidnapped his baby mama, so he may send somebody to finish him. I just would be real surprised if Mason makes it to prison. In the end, though, the bigger thing is I feel like there is a huge Cyrus versus Sonny war coming that could leave the streets of Port Charles running with blood like all mob wars do. Of course, we know that Cyrus has plenty of minions working for him on the outside, and now he's on the outside too, including the ones up in Pawtuck. Although I expect this war to kick off late in November sweeps, I do suspect it will carry on for quite a while if my prediction does come true. That's it. That's everything I have for you guys. Drop your comments below on these sweeps predictions. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon to talk General Hospital with me. I'm here every day with GH updates for you guys. This has been Belinda with Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.